If you came up thinking Ryders Betrayal made no sense, this video would change that. So many things went severely overlooked with this character is almost criminal. When Grove Street started to fall, people from Grove Street started to get out while they could. CJ left the LC, beat up, started selling crack, along with Big Bear becoming addicted to it. All of that, on top of Grove Street losing influence, this would lead Ryder 5 years down the line to start thinking about himself. But he would be somewhat tricked by something bigger than him and his feelings. Smoke, of course, tricks Ryder to tag along in what he wanted to do. Ryder talked about controlling his destiny, showing what he felt about being under Sweet, but Smoke uses this to get him on his side. He also implied to Ryder that the two didn't have a choice to convince him more, and that's all it took for him to turn his back.
The way I see it, man, I need to be in charge of my destiny, homie. This way you will be, homie. This is all about destiny. You know I got your back, right, homie? Cool.
He will also form a PCP addiction and attempts to cope with everything around him, and throughout it shows. This drug alone makes you feel superhuman. It makes you feel unstoppable, and throughout, again, he shows it. PCP also makes you delusional, paranoid, along with having confidence in whatever you're doing. Ryder is seen to be the comedic one of the bunch, but his addiction always goes overlooked, making his character more disturbing than funny. So by the time CJ comes back, he's already far gone and results from this drug. Like Sweet, he also downed CJ for leaving. Smoke even didn't like the fact CJ came back, but Ryder was the only one willing to call it out outside of Sweet.
You just a liability, CJ. Why you bother coming back?
Hey, yo, just drop in. We all hanging out.
Gia, and get yourself some colors, fool. And a haircut. It's embarrassing to be seen with you.
CJ's weakness being Grove Street though, he still was around. But here we see how his respect to CJ was, along with how his PCP addiction started to worsen. CJ didn't know Ryder was addicted to PCP yet, so he went along with Ryder doing his trip.
Hey man, what you want?
Seeing my homie. What's up with you?
Yeah, homie. Yeah, it's good to see you back.
No homie love? No hug?
Oh, for sure, my nigga. My bad. What's cracking with you?
Hey man, what you strapped for?
He was seen to be upset about graffiti being painted over, which is understandable, but him being high, he failed to realize this was in Idlewood, which was Ballas territory, obviously. He had no business over there, but he puts it in his mind that he's going to teach the owner a lesson, with CJ coming along with him. But before he leaves, he ashes his wet stick and takes it with him.
Fucking Grove Street, you down?
I'm always down.
Let's go, bitch.
On the way to the restaurant, more of Ryder's drug use shows. He brings up cutting CJ hair instead of old Reese cutting it, but he says something telling before they even take care of business.
Hey, old Reese still run the barbershop?
Like a raggedy-ass motherfucker. He popped his membrane years ago. No way I let that old fool in my head.
Yeah, I think I'll get cut up.
Whatever. You got 5 minutes? I'll be cutting you like a DJ.
Him saying all of this shows he's high out his mind at this particular moment. Who's to say old Reese even popped his membrane within the 5 years CJ was gone? He's just talking. Along with the obvious too, Ryder was never known to cut hair, let alone only taking 5 minutes. But outside of him just saying things, he still lets it be known about how he feels about CJ coming back, whether if he did do right or not.
So when you running off again?
I'm not. I'm thinking of staying.
Why?
My family, the homies is here.
We were always here, fool.
Yeah, but now I'm back, and I know what I've been missing.
Don't expect me to kiss your ass or nothing. You still a buster to me.
Ryder would then say something telling once they arrived to Idlewood.
You looking too skinny, CJ. I want to get us something to eat. I'm gonna finish this, then I'm gonna take care of business.
Him finishing the blunt he put out at his house while CJ orders food will cause him to be more high from the PCP. Instead of teaching the owner a lesson, like he said, he ends up trying to rob the place, something he did or at least tried to do before.
Give up the money. This a raid.
Ryder, not this again.
It ain't me, fool.
No one else is that small. I feel sorry for your dad.
Shit, you crazy. Let's get up out of here.
Again, CJ didn't know of his addiction yet, so he just chalks him off as being crazy. But this would make Ryder serve himself right about CJ at this point.
Same old CJ. Buster. Straight buster.
Oh shit, run!
And this is just one example of Ryder's mindset at this point. But another side of him somewhat shows regret in what he's taken part of. We see this after Sweet has him and CJ shut down a crack spot. CJ mentioned Beat Up, with him mentioning Big Bear, leading them to go get them.
We need some backup. You seen Beat Up?
Nah, but him and the homeboy Bear, they good to have on our side.
Oh, Big Bear? Yeah, them base slangers gonna be sorry now.
But at this time, Ryder didn't fully understand where things are starting to go. He knew it from the angle him and Smoke talked about, but just like how CJ will notice how bad crack was, Ryder would see it along with him. But CJ saw Big Bear and Beat Up for the first time in a while, the same was for Ryder, which is why he was shocked to see Big Bear like how he was.
Now go make that motherfucking toilet spark.
No, man.
But keep in mind, his own addiction he's going through. He's almost looking at himself when he sees Big Bear. Also, while CJ is talking to Beat Up, he's looking around. This is his paranoia from the PCP getting to him.
It's just fucked up.
I see what you mean now, man. If crack can do that to Big Bear, turn him into a base slave, the average motherfucker ain't got a chance.
Damn dope fiends and drug addicts everywhere in the city. Piss me off.
Down at addicts in this because he knows he's not far from the state Big Bear was in. But his actions after this shows how he takes seeing Big Bear in that state serious, even though he's involved with selling the same drug. But at the same time, he's in too deep. He just had impulse at that moment. That was a moment he had regret, but things were still planned. He even started to slip up revealing Sweet was supposed to be killed instead of the two's mother. Showing his betrayal was something he didn't fully think on if he was so comfortable saying it like that. Smoke then gets him to stop talking, showing how he wasn't the smartest either, along with showing how it was easy for him to turn, him even apologizing to Smoke, then returning back to his role.
How moms get killed? We gotta talk about it.
We all gotta talk about it. They was going for Sweet.
How you supposed to know that? You know what people are like. Say they have love for you, but won't say a word. Too damn scared.
Some people say they saw a green Saber doing the work, then speeding away.
Yeah, but people like to talk, don't they? Anyway, that's half of Santos you talking about.
Yeah, you right, my bad.
Hey, bruh.
They had sprayed the house. I ain't see shit.
His paranoia from the PCP was also seen while they were in the drive-thru, being that he called out that they were in a Kilo Trey's territory.
Hey, don't we got beef around here? We been getting into it with these fools.
I can't.
Hey, look. Kilo Trey scoping us out. Damn, Ryder, you a jinx.
On top of showing that he's an addict, Ryder at this point will also start to have slight jealousy towards CJ for the fact it was easy for him to be back. He was talking to Sweet though, so he tells him this without fully saying it. Sweet then gives him his props, and that's all he wanted, which is why he left it alone, showing his jealousy, and that he just needed that confirmation.
I could drive as well as CJ, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hey, homie, what's up?
Hey, what you saying about me, fool?
What's up, man?
I'm saying that the East Coast made you drive like an idiot, fool. Man, you always crashing cars and shit. And for some reason now you back. All it is CJ drive here, CJ drive there. Bullshit.
Man, why don't you just take it easy?
No disrespect, man, but you can't drive for shit.
Nah. Say what you really mean.
You such a good gunman, homie. You gotta ride shotguns. Show CJ what's cracking.
Hey, you know something? You right. Yeah, CJ, you can drive, homie.
He's tripping.
But at this point, we see more of Ryder's disturbing drug addiction. CJ pops up on him to when we see him in his backyard, smoking it, looking for it, after forgetting where he put it, before going to rob a house.
Damn, where the fuck I put it, man?
Put what, nigga?
Man, the fucking water. Need a little something before I go deal with things.
The fact he needs this before he robs a house shows how deep he's in with this addiction. CJ at this point knows why this is why he's been acting the way he was every time he was around him.
What things, fool?
My homie LB, he told me about this army motherfucker who got all the guns we need. Not that old school Emmett bullshit neither. Damn! Man, you want some of this?
Nah, man, I'm cool on that. Where we going?
This tilt overlooking East Beach. Better yet, you better wait until it's dark. Catch the motherfucker while he in bed. Yeah, that's it. Come on, nigga, what you
Let
waiting
it
for?
go.
Look.
But as it gets late, it seemed to be worse. He was so out of it, he didn't even realize the two wasn't even at the house, along with acting superhuman, even going to say how CJ can't stop him. This is another sign from someone off PCP.
Where is this old motherfucker? When the hell is he?
Relax, man. We ain't there yet.
Yeah, right, Carl. You always right. That's my homie, Mr. Right.
Shut up.
You can't stop me.
Who can't?
Whatever.
He even shows it when they actually get there.
Let's storm the place.
Hold up. Let's creep in, grab the guns, and bounce out.
Yeah, I got it ninja style. Right. Come out, you old bastard.
Shut up!
He can't stop me, you buster, Carl. Okay, fool, in you go. I'll keep watch.
CJ would then talk to him about his problem, but instead of listening, he calls out CJ, leading him to leave it. But this shows how he didn't plan to stop. Classic addict.
Seriously, Ryder, man. You gotta give up them sticks.
What? Man, I give up the water if you give up being a buster.
Hold it right there, homie.
Buster?
Forget it.
Forget you, fool.
One day, you gonna wish you hadn't pissed me off.
Did I hear something? Sound like the buster complaining again.
Man, this is childish.
Man, I ain't talking to you no more, fool.
He's so reliant on this drug. After CJ called it out, he still went back to his house to look for it until when he couldn't find it. He would later be so desperate to get this drug, he comes up with an idea to make it while he's seen smoking it, something he claims to be easy, showing more of how bad it actually is.
Hey, Ryder, what the hell you doing?
Nigga, I couldn't find that wet I buried, so I'm making my own.
Strong.
It's easy, fool.
Man, don't do that. You'll saute the both of us. Morning, boys.
Tenpenny and the other two come in to when we see Ryder getting out of line with Tenpenny, being that he was so focused on making what he was making, leading Tenpenny to take his stash in a way to show he's not the one to do that to. So when we see how Ryder wasn't happy, he's an addict. So this alone would be the second time he started to have more regret messing with Crash.
Man, who you calling boy, fool?
Well, what should I call you, midget?
How about prick?
Prick.
Yeah, prick works.
Man, fuck you.
Bitch, get out of here. Smells good. What's cooking? Where's mine?
Man, just chill out, alright? Move. Yeah, sweat me, motherfucker.
Anyway, there's a train gonna make an unscheduled stop just down the way. It's got a, how you say, little something on board for you boys.
Catch you later, homeboys.
Asshole.
In my opinion, this was probably the only guns Grove Street got out of Ryder's whole plan, being that Tenpenny told every gang. Later, he will be seen to be off more PCP, like any other time, CJ catching on immediately now.
Hey, Ryder! This nigga low. Ryder!
Ryder would then go down memory lane with CJ, being that they grew up with each other, of course. But keep in mind, he's high. Also, keep in mind of what I said earlier. PCP can make you delusional. Him reflecting on his life led him into thinking he was a genius. CJ, knowing he's high all the time, he even jokes with him like an addict.
Yeah, CJ. Hey, CJ, tell me why I didn't finish high school.
Cause you been dealing drugs, man, since the age of 10.
No, that ain't it.
Cause you had put hands on that teacher for wearing baller colors.
No, that ain't it either. It's cause I'm too intelligent for this shit, man. I am the real deal, fool. Oh yeah. A genius.
Oh yeah.
So high he planned to steal guns from the National Guard. The only reason CJ went along was for the quick flashback the two had, being that no matter what his state was or what he says, he basically was family. Ryder made his plan sound good, but CJ forgot his ways because of their talk. He wouldn't snap back into reality until they actually get there.
Who has more straps than anybody? Who has all the straps, huh?
Man, with a lot of guns. Shit, I give up.
The army, my nigga. The army. Let's go.
Yeah.
Go hit
Get
the
that out my face.
Go
man.
hit the
Like,
wet.
you don't fuck with
Oh,
that,
come
man.
on, man.
Come on.
Buster.
This is the spot. National Guard Depot.
Man, this shit look real serious. Are we up for this?
It's National Guard, fool. Weekend soldiers. Ain't no match for Grove Street OGs.
CJ realizing what Ryder got him into, he calls him out, being that he knows the reason. So when Ryder says something telling.
I ain't rolling with you no more, man, till you off that water, homie. It mess with your mind.
Whatever you say, fool. You don't know what's going on.
And what that mean?
Him saying that shows he knows he has a problem and that he's using it for a reason. He would have never told CJ the reasons, but again, he's using it to cope with the past, and he's using it because he couldn't stand to be in reality. Unlike Smoke, he was seen to regret his decision slightly, but again, it was too late, along with simply needing it at this point. Sweet and Smoke knew of his problem, but it took CJ to actually address it. Smoke, of course, never said nothing because he had a bigger plan. All he did was make sure he never said too much. And as for Sweet, he would seem to be aware.
CJ, you been hitting Ryder's wet stick?
But he didn't realize something I'll explain in another video. Ryder continued to be high, but at this point, CJ starts to be respected, along with Grove Street getting influence again. Ryder greets him at OG Loke's party to when something telling is said by him after the two run into Sweet.
What up, fellas?
Hey, what's up with you, baby?
So you back on the block, huh?
Hell yeah.
You a real killer, huh?
What he done that I ain't, huh?
Let's stall him out,
Hey,
nigga.
relax, man.
This goes back to what he always felt about CJ, along with his slight jealousy toward him. From this encounter alone, his betrayal shows as well. He takes the ballers coming to attack to leave him and Sweet to fend for themselves. From this point forward, though, his moves gets worse. He said nothing at Sweet's house after a meeting was meant to happen, but the first thing he does when he does talk is try to call out CJ, showing more resentment toward him. CJ responds in a way Smoke and Sweet had to intervene. Ryder claimed to be joking, but he didn't expect CJ to respond that way. And as for Smoke calling out Ryder, that's telling for something later.
Say, CJ, you gonna crash the car again?
Fuck you, Ryder.
Ryder, give CJ a break, man. He's practically turned the Grove around by himself.
Man, I was just telling a joke on the little nigga.
Everything you do is a joke, Ryder.
That ain't true.
Ryder, just chill the fuck out, man.
Remember, we're reuniting the family, so no bullshit. Stay cool.
You know me, Sweet. Cool as a Shaolin monk.
Especially you, Ryder.
What you mean? I resent your implication and shit.
Sweet's just saying you're a natural killer, baby. You gotta check yourself and stay cool.
Jill, we'll put it like this. I understand what he's trying to say, but I'm always cool, fool.
Hey, we all down with that, baby.
I don't like this, man. Look at all them other family hoods. They used to be Grove Streets.
Relax. We straight, they straight. How about you, Smoke?
Hey, I'm feeling a little exposed, but I'm good.
For Ryder and Smoke, they will have another chance to leave CJ and Sweet to fend for themselves. But they escape. Ryder would give CJ a gun, but it was from Emmett, even though he knew his guns was outdated, let alone the fact him and CJ stole crates of them. But the fact he had to go to Emmett still shows he didn't even get the benefits from betraying CJ and Sweet. And as far as the unstoppable role he played while high all the time, it goes out the window when reality kicked in. He talked the talk, but was the first one panicking, scared for his life.
The cage jammed.
Back up, Smoke, back up.
Hell no, I'm going through.
Oh, man, we gonna die.
Serious shit.
Woo.
Fuck this. We gotta get out of here.
Ryder's right. Everybody split up. We'll meet up later.
And as we know, this is the part CJ became aware of him and Smoke's betrayal.
What the fuck? Oh, no.
But something telling this showed. Tenpenny is seen talking to just Smoke and not Ryder, showing his role is nowhere near Smoke's. Saying that to say, if Tenpenny isn't even acknowledging him, especially with their encounter earlier, it shows he was just a pawn. They know of his addiction, but they use him because he will fall for anything. This is confirmed after we see him to play the runner for Tenpenny and Smoke, involving the Loco Syndicate, of course.
Ryder, you shermhead.
Around this time, Ryder wasn't really mentioned much, but trust me, it's a reason for that. But that's for another time. In this last encounter though, it shows without Sweet and CJ, he wasn't around Smoke once things got rolling, leading him to start being around people associated with the ballers, even after talking bad about him.
Everybody in the hood know ballers are pussies.
Here comes T-Bone.
Here's that snake Ryder. Look at that fool, hanging out with the ballers like they was lifelong pals.
CJ didn't understand why he was around the ballers, but his real friends he betrayed, while his other close friends sold him a dream so he can divide and conquer for what was beneficial to him. When Smoke didn't need Ryder anymore, he made sure he wasn't put up in a fortress. Instead, he was stuck doing groundwork for him, being a junkie they sent off. He wanted to control his destiny, but him being on PCP took him away from that, and he couldn't see it. His addiction made someone who really had a destiny, who really didn't care for no one, made it easy for him to be used. In this final moment, he of course was out of it. CJ tries to have a real conversation with him before he kills him, but he will respond like a shermhead would.
Hey, Ryder, shermhead asshole, where you think you going?
Can't stop me.
What do you want to do with him, Holmes?
You sold us out, Ryder. You fucked us all.
I'm a motherfucking genius. Ah!
Lastly, when CJ came back and realized Ryder's addiction, along with killing him, he of course felt bad, being that he knew he wasn't the same person he knew before he left, along with the obvious betrayal. But Caesar tells him something, showing his snakish ways before he even got involved with crack. But keep in mind, earlier, him and CJ had a conversation after Ryder brung up being dependable, leading CJ to bring up his family.
My homie LB, he like a clockwork ninja. Real dependable, unlike some of you motherfuckers.
Give it a rest, man. I lost my little brother, and now I lost my mom.
Don't matter how much shit the city throw at you. CJ, you gotta stick by your homies.
Yeah, I guess. Man, I got homies I used to run with that turned their back on me over this.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do, huh?
Fucking Ryder, man. That was my homie, and I killed him.
Fucking midget deserved it, eh? Little asshole tried to bang your sister, you know that?
No. Shit. Maybe you right then, man.
But this was the same one who goes behind his back to get with his sister, while he claims he has to stick by his homies. Things like this is what made CJ from this point on kind of start to notice how watered down gang life is. When Grove Street dried up for a while, he got on PCP just like how Big Bear got on crack, along with being manipulated to betray his friends, along with being jealous with CJ's potential in the process. When he showed regret, it was too late to get out, forcing him to be the runner, something he signed up for in a way. He was a functional junkie throughout his time addicted, but he didn't even get nothing in return from his madness. Him still having to rely on Emmett, along with his jealousy he had against CJ, on top of his unnoticed and overlooked drug problem, makes his betrayal disturbing. And as far as people thinking it was a fallout between the voice actor and rock star, our interview with MC8, he revealed the process. He explains how at first they just wanted his song in game, but they end up offering him the role to voice Ryder. Everything was already done for this character, he just didn't have a voice yet.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I had no idea that you did the voiceover for Ryder. How did that come about?
DJ Pooh. Producer, Ice Cube, King T, co-wrote the movie Friday, Three Strikes. DJ Pooh came to me and said that this video game was coming out and they wanted to use my songs for the radio station in the video game. So that's how we got connected first. And then when they were working on whatever one I'm in, they called me up, Rockstar, and said they wanted to see if I would be interested in doing a voiceover. Having a little experience with the movie and all that with Menace, I already knew what a voiceover was. They wanted me to come read some lines for a character. I was like, I didn't think shit of it. I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. They flew me to New York, and just like going to a recording studio, I went into a booth. They gave me a script. They would play me the scenes of the video game. And so then I had to match up. Like when the dude was walking, I would have to, okay, say this line now while he's walking. Or if he was driving or whatever. So that's how we basically did it. They would play me the scene, and then I would watch it, and then they would rewind it, and then I would start filling in the motherfucking words right then. And that's how I was able to do Grand Theft Auto and be the character Ryder in Grand Theft Auto. A lot of people thought it was Eazy-E because of where the character looked. So a lot of people thought it was mimicking an Eazy-E character, so they didn't pick it up until they would hear my song in the video game, and then they started matching my voice up. And then they would go, wait a minute, are you the character from Grand Theft? Are you Ryder? And then that's how a lot of the younger generation started picking up on MC8.
Showing and saying all this to say there was never a fallout. Ryder, from the time he was mo-capped, it was already planned for his character to be what we seen it to be. They just didn't find the right voice until DJ Pooh made the connection. A lot of times rumors spread, but him clearing this up on top of what I picked up from this character, Ryder was always supposed to be a snake.